Yeah, please let me know once you can able to see my screen. Could somebody confirm whether you can able to see my screen?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, so we will start with WCAG 2.2 level A guidelines, which is approximately 37 we have in WCAG 2.2 level A. So as we discussed yesterday, so it is a combination of WCAG 2.0 level A plus, WCAG 2.1 level A plus, WCAG 2.2 level A guidelines. So moving to the next slide. So these are the guidelines that we are going to cover in this particular uh, course. So we will be targeting 5 guidelines per day. So today we'll be targeting first 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So till info and relationships. So this info and relationships is a bit complex topic. I think we may need to continue it tomorrow also. So we will be discussing whatever it is possible in this hour. So our target is like we will be targeting like 5 guidelines per day, and we will be uh, completing all these guidelines available in WCAG 2.2 level A. Okay, moving to the next slide. The first guideline is non-text content. So what this non-text content guideline says is, so any non-text content that is presented in the application. So there should be an alternate way, textual alternate way should be provided for that non-text content. So I know like you guys will be confused here. So what is this non-text content? Any idea, guys? Anybody can able to say like what is non-text content means?
Maybe is it relating to alt text for images?
Kind of correct. So the content. So generally, whenever you are seeing an application, so any
Like,
content that is apart from the text, but also communicates the information to the user, it will fall under non-text content. For example, images, videos, audio files. So these all are the contents which are not part of text. So the content is not in the form of text, but still it communicates some information to the user. So that's the content, we call it as non-text contents. So the content can be anything. So it can be an image, it can be a slider, it can be the icon. So which generally which communicates information, so that we call it as non-text content. So any non-text content available in the application, so the information should be communicated in the textual alternate way. So there are some exceptions here. So the exceptions are for controls, time-based media, sensory characters, captcha, formatting, and invisible content. Okay, so apart from this, the any other content, non-text content that is available in the page or an application, it should have some textual alternative. So we will discuss like what is this textual alternative, what are these, why these are exempted. So all these things. Okay, so first in place, why all this content are exempted means, so there are separate guidelines for this particular content. For controls and input controls, there is a separate guideline, and time-based media also there is a separate guidelines. Sensory, even captcha and formatting are invisible, all this content has the different guidelines. So that's the reason we are exempting this particular controls or non-text content from this particular guideline. Okay, okay, so we understand like what is non-text content. So we want to test it, so what we need to do. So first of all, we did not understand non-text content. So how to understand non-text content? Okay, so let me take take an example here. Okay, sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know, there is an issue with my there is an issue with my keyboard. Okay, so you can take any website. Okay, let us take microsoft.com. Okay, so can you guys tell me like what is non-text content in this entire page? Any guesses?
we're still seeing the slide.
Oh, you are still seeing the slide. Okay, I'm so sorry. I think
At least I'm still.
yeah, I think I need to reshare this. Okay, stop sharing that screen. Yeah, yeah. Can you able to see now?
Yes, yes.
So in this entire application, so in this entire web page, any idea like what is non-text content in this? So we'll just take an example. Okay, so this page as an example. So can you guys tell like what is the non-text content here?
Yeah, all the images, I think, the banner image and the buttons, images of the buttons
Correct.
at the
Exactly.
bottom.
So whatever the content, so if you see this pass stop button, okay, it is communicating some information to us, saying like if you press this button, it will pass, and if you press this button again, it will be resumed. So there is a next slide button, previous slide button, and there is a next slide button. So all these controls, so whatever it is not part of text will come under non-text content. But as we discussed, these buttons, so these are coming under controls, right? So if you see our slide, so controls or input controls, time based media, all these are exempted from this particular guideline. So whatever you have mentioned, that is absolutely correct. So all these things comes under non-text content. But so for as part of 1.1.1 non-text content, it will be exempted because these controls have their own guidelines. Okay, so yeah, so I am a blind user, I'm navigating through this content. I can see like because this is a text, my screen reader will come here and it will announce that information to me. But there is an image placed over here. So obviously there is no way this information will be communicated to the user, correct? So that's where we need to provide a textual alternate here. So some part either in the bottom or in the top of this image, some description should be provided about this image. If in case you can't able to provide that information here directly because of the requirement or because of some xyz reasons, there should be some alternate way that the same information should be communicated to the user. So what is that way? You can able to provide that in the form of alternate text. Okay, so if you observe here, when I hover my mouse here, so you can see there is a alt text. So this we call it as alt attribute. So whatever you will written here in this alt attribute, the same information will be communicated to the blind user or the user who can't able to see or using the assistive technologies. Okay, if I am a screen reader user, I can able to hear this announcement and I can able to understand the description of the image. So before going to the images, there are two types of images. One is informative images and decorative images. Okay, two parts of images. Let me do it in this way. So I'm so sorry, my keyboard is not working. I don't know why. So there are two types of images. One is informative. The other one is decorative. Decorative images. Okay. So informative images means which will communicate some information to the user in the form of image. That images we will be considering it as informative. So what images you will consider as decorative, which will not communicate any information to the user, only for the eye catchiness or for decoration purpose. If you are using some images, those we will be considering it as decorative images. For example, so pretty much, so these images, so if you see here, so there is some information that is communicated to the user. So this is the preview of the teams, Microsoft Teams. This is the preview of the Surface Pro. So it is placed in some particular angle or something like that. Okay, but if you see, there is pretty much no decorative images here. But if there are some images, for example, yeah, so there is some image placed over here, right? There is a globe image. Okay, so practically this globe image is not communicating any information to the user. Only for the decorative purpose they have provided here. Okay, so those images will be mentioning it as decorative. Okay, so if you see here, pretty much no alt text will be provided for those images, because this particular image or icon explicitly not communicating any information to the user. So because this is the English language, like the page is in English. If you want to switch the English language, you can come here and you can activate it. Only for eye catchiness, they have added some icon here. So same thing with if you observe search icon. Okay, so there is a text explicitly written over here, search. Okay, for eye catchiness, they have provided some icon here. So these images or icons, image tags, or whatever the info tags that we have here, everything will fall under decorative images. Okay, so any questions here? Like you guys got the information, like what is informative and decorative? Still, you are getting confused here.
No, is there any reason? Uh, I mean, if you give alt text even for decorative images,
Yeah,
is that okay, or is it
no,
against going
absolutely
against the
no.
guideline?
Absolutely no. I will tell you the reason why. Okay, if you are providing alternate text for the decorative images, it will be a verbose information to the user. Verbose means unnecessary information to the user. So what happens? The screen readers will get confused whenever the focus comes here. So it will be announcing two information: search. This is if it is a link, search link, search image. So it will be announcing in this particular way. Okay, so the users will be getting confused why it is announcing two times. Okay, so like that, it will be announcing the verbose information if you will be providing. Okay, I will tell you in this way. Okay, in some instances you will be using the separator, correct? So we will be for decoration purpose or something like that, we will be using the separator. So if the screen reader focus is going to the separator and it is announcing separator, will it provide any information to the user? Will the end user is getting benefited in any way?
Not really.
Exactly. So it is a
Yeah.
verbose information. It is unnecessary information to the user, which he don't want to see. He can't able to see that separator. Correct. So if the separator is present there or if it is not present, it really did not impact the screen reader users. So why you want to give that unnecessary information to the user? So it is only for the visual presentation. So only for the visual users. So in order to separate the one section to another section, you are using the separator. So that sections will be separated using landmarks also. That screen reader user will be very well aware. And if they are not providing that landmarks or regions, then it is an issue that we will be discussing in the other guideline. Okay. So whenever we have the decorative images, all text should be null. Okay, so they have to provide the alt text, but they should not provide any value to that value to that alt attribute. Okay, so it should be like just like this, something like this. So alt is equal to double quotes. That's all. So screen reader will understand like, okay, this is a decorative image, and the focus will not go to that particular image. Okay, or else there is another way where you can able to hide this using role is equal to presentation. If you are providing if you are you should not be providing alt text at that time, and you should be providing for the image tag. So here you have the image tags. For this image tag you need to provide role is equal to presentation. So that is also perfectly fine. So either in the way, the focus should not go to the decorative image. So that is the main agenda here. Okay, any questions here, any confusion? So still you guys are confused here.
The role equals presentation, will it be announced or will it just be
No,
ignored?
it,
Just
it will
like,
be ignored actually. So it will be ignored. So what is
okay.
happening here? Whenever we see the code, so we see the page in this way, right? So it will not be visible to the assistive technologies in this way. If you have a accessibility DOM here, okay? So in this way, so whatever it is mentioned here, only these language can be understandable by the screen reader. Okay, so whenever you click something, so whatever the area attributes you are providing here, area description you are providing here, so screen reader can able to pick the information only from here. Okay, so if for something you are giving role is equal to presentation or alt is equal to null, we'll see how it behaves. So if I see this, see, element has empty alternate text, so it will not provide any information, so obviously it will be skipped by the screen reader. Okay, if you want, I can able to show you that example as well. So for example, so this is the slide, right? I will refresh the page and I will turn on the NVDA. So NVDA is a screen reader, as I mentioned earlier. So you can able to see the particular announcements here. So whatever it is announcing or whatever. Okay. Okay, whenever I am moving like this, so I will be using G key to, okay, in order to go to the images. Okay, so if I am clicking G, you can able to observe the information here, what is whatever it is providing. I'm so sorry. So there is a issue with my, yeah, so I'm pressing G here. You can observe here what it is announcing. Okay, clickable, a landscape with the Microsoft Edge logo hovering over water graphic. Okay, so this is about the second image. Okay, if I press the G again, it moved to this the third element, and it is announcing variety of games available with Xbox Game Pass. If I press again, so it is talking about the Xbox Series console. Okay, so this one. So what I am doing here, so this one I will be giving alt is equal to null. Okay. Yeah. So now the alt is null, right? Let's see how it is behaving now. Okay. So I will be pressing the same G again here. So I'll be starting from the beginning. Okay. So I'll be pressing G here. See, if you have observed, my focus directly went to the third one, a variety of games available with Xbox Graphic Pass. Okay. So immediately after the Xbox, a Surface Pro Flex keyboard and Surface Pro 11th edition, a Copilot PC. So after this image, it directly went to the image, it skipped this image. So that's how it will behave when the alt text is null. Okay.
Right.
So that is how you will be testing the triple one guideline. Okay, so any content that is not part of text, it will be falling under this particular guideline apart from these controls. So the procedure, how you can able to test: turn on NVDA and open the test URL in browser. Verify in scan mode, screen readers are identifying the informative images, alternate text or not. and is ignoring the decorative images. So if it is identifying the decorative images or the alternate text is not appropriate, for example, in some cases, what will happen, it will identify it as an image. It will just announce as image or graphic. That's all. It will not announce any descriptive image about that image. That image. Okay. So even that is an issue. Okay. Yeah. Somebody has some question.
Yeah, I'm having a question.
Yeah.
Uh, they are related. So for decorative image, you have given like alt equal to null. That's fine. See, for the images, when we given like role equal to presentation,
Correct.
what the NVDA will announce that image or not?
No, it will not. So
But
wherever,
see,
whichever.
yeah,
There are something called area roles and area attributes.
yeah, it's there. I understand that.
Yeah.
But actually, the purpose of role equal to presentation, we will give for just it just removes the semantic meaning only, right?
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
it will announce the contents in that image, na?
No, no, no. It will completely remove that semantics. So the best
Yeah.
way is to give alt is equal to null actually.
Yeah, for decorative image, I agree. We need to give all equal to none, but also we can give if we want to hide it from the screen reader, we can also give like array hidden equal to true.
Area hidden is equal to true also. Yeah.
If,
We can do that also.
yeah,
That as
but
well. Yeah.
is it fine like if we can give like role equal to presentation? Even though if we give role equal to presentation, the entire image will get hidden by the assistive technology.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But
So it serves
whenever
as
there
the
is
same thing.
something,
The role is equal to presentation serves as the area hidden. Like it will be same. It will however role is equal to hidden. Sorry, area hidden. How the area hidden is equal to true behaves. In the same way, role is equal to presentation also behaves.
yeah, it behaves, but there is a slight difference, na, between them.
Yeah. So this role is equal to area hidden is equal to true only hiddens that particular element. But if you are given role is equal to present, it will also hide the child elements. That's the only difference.
But anyhow, it will remove only the semantic and it will announce the contents in that particular component, na?
See, that's what. So if you are providing role is equal to present in the parent, it will also remove the child elements. Okay. But area hidden is equal to true. If you are giving to only one particular element, it will remove only that particular element. It will not
Mm.
remove the child elements. Okay.
Oh,
So that's the only difference between role is equal to presentation and area hidden is equal to true.
oh,
Okay. I think we are discussing the advanced topics here. Okay. So in the interest of like to get the context for everybody, we will just stick to the guidelines for the time being, if it is
oh.
okay.
So you're covering like WCAG guidelines, huh? Or
WCAG
totally.
guidelines. As of now, WCAG guidelines, how to test it. So where it is applicable. So how to fill the sheet, like I mean the compliance sheet. So something
Mm-hmm.
like that. So this remediation recommendation, all these things will come under the advanced course actually.
Oh,
Okay. So any other questions, team? Okay, so these guideline will be applicable both in desktop as well as mobiles or tablets, whatever the applications that we have. So if any non-text content that is available, so it will be applicable pretty much everywhere. Okay, moving to the next slide. So there are a few examples here. So there is a rating that we have here. So here, if you observe, there are 5 stars. Out of 5 stars, 4 are filled. If the alternate text they have provided just stars, so whenever the screen reader comes here, it will just announce it as a stars. So the whatever the intention of this image, so as a visual user, I can able to understand the rating is like 4 stars out of 5 stars, but that information is not communicated to the end user. Okay. So the alternate text whatever you are providing, so whatever the visual information that you are getting from that particular image, the same information has to be communicated to the screen reader user. So the alternate text should be like 4 out of 5 stars filled, or 4 out of 5 stars. So it should give the same meaning, whatever the meaning that is communicated to one user, the same information has to be communicated to the other user. So the example for non-compliant thing. Okay. So for if there is a decorative if there is a as we discussed, if there is a separator, some kind of separator or some visually decorative element that is there. So for that, we need to provide alt is equal to null. If you are not at all providing alt attribute, then that is also an issue, because still the screen reader will identify that image, and it will announce as just image or graphic or something like that. Okay, so if they did not provide this alt attribute completely, then that is also an issue. Okay, for so if the alt attribute is not provided, you need to decide whether it is a decorative image or informative image, and you need to log the bug as per that. So decorative image is identified by the screen reader, so like that you can able to log the bug. So if it is a informative image doesn't have the meaningful information provided, so something like that. Okay, so that's how we'll be logging the bugs under 1.1.1. So which users will be getting benefited here? Obviously, like visually impaired users, the people who are deaf, people who are deaf blind, okay, people who have difficulty understanding the meaning of photograph, drawings, or other images. So all this pretty much, all this type of users will be getting impacted here. Okay, if you want to understand more about this, I think you can refer this. I will be pasting this in the chat. Yeah, we can refer this guideline, okay, in detail. So any questions, team? If we don't have any questions, we can move to the next slide.
Shankar, just one quick question.
Yes, please.
Not related to guidelines, but for all text, is there like a specific length that should be?
So generally, alt text doesn't have any that spacing requirement, but we recommend to keep the alt text very short and sweet, because if it is announcing the never-ending announcement, obviously it will be frustrating to the screen reader users. And also, as I mentioned earlier, it will be a verbose information to the user. So generally, the general recommendation is like it should be short and sweet. So particularly, it doesn't have any length requirement, but generally it will be under 64 characters to 64 to like 120 characters, something like that. Okay, so we will be keeping it as very short. Okay, so there
Okay.
is generally, as per the guideline, there is no requirement as of such.
Okay.
Okay, any questions, team? We can move to the next slide if we don't have any other questions. Okay, moving to the next guideline, audio only or video only content. Okay, so audio only or video only. Okay, I will place this question in this way. You guys watch Mookie drama? Have you ever watched Mookie drama?
I never heard of it.
Okay. Have you ever watched Charlie Chaplin videos?
Yes.
So that is Mookie drama, one kind of Mookie drama. Okay. So there will be no dialogues at all. So the pretty much the information will be communicated only through the video. So there will be a background track that is running on just for the viewers engagement or something like that. And also there will be some stage dramas that is happening, right, without any dialogue. So the act will be the main presentation there. So the pretty much the information will be communicated only through the video. So all these kinds of videos or the content will come under video only content. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody will listen songs, mp3 songs, correct, in some point of their life. Like if you go to few years back, we'll be using Walkmans or we'll be using iPods or something like that. So where you can't able to see the video, you will be hearing only the audio. Correct. Even now, if you are going listening in the Spotify, where you can't able to see the video, only audio will be there. Correct. So all these things comes under audio only content. So in the entire page, if audio only content or video only content, any content that is presented on your application or a web page, then only this particular content will be, this guideline will be applicable. Okay. So as per this guideline, what is required? So for a pre-recorded audio only and pre-recorded media only media, the following should be true. For pre-recorded audio only, when there is a pre-recorded audio only is available in your application, an alternate for the time-based media is provided that presents equivalent information for pre-recorded audio only content. Okay, what they are asking. So obviously, as we discussed, so this also comes under non-text content, right? So the information is communicated in the non-textual format. So what they are asking, a textual format alternative should be provided here. So how we will be doing that? Any guesses?
Yeah, we can do like transcript. We can provide audio only information. No?
Sorry, your voice is not so clear.
See, is my voice clear now?
Yes, yes.
See, if there is any audio only content, no, we can provide a transcript. If video only content is there, we can provide the captions, hmm, audio description. Those they are the alternatives to present the content, multimedia content.
Correct. Okay, so now question to everybody. So how many of you know what are captions and audio descriptions, and what is the difference between captions, audio descriptions, and a transcript? How many, first of all, how many of you know what is a transcript?
Yep.
Okay, so what is transcript, what is caption, and what is audio description? Any guesses, guys?
Transcript, I think it's basically like separate from the video, it'll be like all the text,
Mhm.
content of the video in text format. It'll be like below the video or like a downloadable like Word document. Captions, I think, is like something that is shown within the video as the video is playing.
Audio
This
description?
description, I'm not clear what that is.
Yep. So whatever you said, that is absolutely correct. So transcripts are also, there are a few types of transcripts that are there. Okay, so there are normal transcripts and there are timed transcripts. Okay, so transcript is nothing but whatever the information that is there in the non-textual format. So you'll be providing that in the textual format. Okay, so there will be a button provided as transcript. If you click on this button, either you will be getting a downloaded file, or it will be opened in the separate window or in the separate tab. So pretty much whatever the information that is there in this video content or audio content, it will be in the written format, okay, in the textual format. So the dialogue, so for example, person one is talking, okay, so person one, so what he is talking, person two, what he is talking. So pretty much everything will be in the the textual format, and it will be attached as a separate content. Okay, it will not be embedded in the video or it will not be embedded in the audio. So it will be provided as a separate content. Okay, so and also there are something called timer transcripts. Okay, so I can able to show it here. So these are known as timer transcripts. Okay, so there will be some video that is playing on. So the video is separate content, and there will be some separate dialogue that is dedicatedly available there. And with the timestamp, you will be getting all those dialogues or whatever it is. And if you activate the timestamp, I'm so sorry. If you activate the timestamp, the seek bar will automatically move to that particular position. These are known as timed transcripts. Generally, you can able to view these things in Microsoft Streams or something like that. So if you're going to the stream, Microsoft Streams, Okay, so it will be like this. So the video will be playing here, the video will be playing here, and there will be some plays, dedicated plays. These are known as timer transcripts. Okay, so with the timestamp, the dialogues will be displayed here. If you activate it, automatically the video also move to that particular position. Okay, these are known as timer transcripts. So transcripts are nothing but it is a separate content that is parallelly displayed with the audio or video content. Okay, these are known as transcripts. And there are something called captions. So captions, as we all know, so it will be embedded in the video itself. It will not be provided as a separate. If you want to copy it, or if you want to uh, 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 select it, you cannot able to do that. But transcript is not like that. So it, because it is provided as a separate entity, like you can able to copy it pretty much, or you can able to select it. But captions, you can't able to do that. It will be embedded in the video itself, here itself. Okay, so based on the timing, based on the based on the dialogues that they're speaking, like you will be getting the captions here. And there is something called audio descriptions. I'm sorry. So I want to show you guys a small video. You guys can able to hear the sound that is coming from this video.
Just watch a movie and
Could somebody confirm whether you guys can able to hear the sound?
just watch a movie and close your eyes, and
Yeah.
you can't follow most movies
Yeah.
with just listening. Be like, who's that? What's going on?
Police lights flash on the front of the buyer's house as Officer Callahan stands out.
So if you guys observe police lights flashing on the buyer's house, something like that, you are getting that sound, right? So whenever you are seeing a video, so from dialogue to dialogue, so the general dialogues, like movies has the general dialogues, correct? So video has a normal dialogues. But from one dialogue to another dialogue, if there is a gap, so in that particular gap, so what is happening on the screen, if somebody is narrating that thing, that is known as audio description. You can able to observe here. So in this particular thing, so police lights flashing on, something like that, it is there. So if you go and see the actual video, there will not be this narration. Okay.
Police lights flash on the front of the buyer's house as Officer Callahan stands outside with Joyce and Jonathan.
Audio description is a description of the action that's going on in between the dialogue.
Inside the dark house, Hopper walks down the hallway with a flashlight.
For blind people, having that audio description, it becomes their eyes. I definitely say Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, and Game of Thrones have been my audio description highlights.
11 closes her eyes. Elsewhere in the lab, the man from the photo sits at a table with a piece of paper.
I can't see anything at all.
So if you guys observe here, so exactly what is going on the screen, so the same thing is narrated in the audio format. Okay, so those are known as audio descriptions. So any questions here, team? So you guys understand pretty much like what is audio description, captions, and transcripts, right? So if you guys understand these concepts, then it will be very easy for us to understand these particular guidelines. Any questions here? Any confusion here?
So that audio description is interesting, but I don't know. Sometimes it may be confusing when it's combined with the actual like dialogues, I feel.
Yeah, no. So there is a catch. If you observe, the normal audio tone and the sound will be somewhat different. Audio description sound will be different. So the users will understand that particular difference. Okay, so the audio description tone will be completely different. It will be something different from the normal audio. So because it is new to us, it is absolutely fine. We feel it in that way. but yeah, obviously the users, the end users can able to differentiate that thing.
Right. Shankar, one quick question. That streaming, transcripts, the time transcripts, and these are all created when you actually create the video, right? Even the transcripts?
See, we will not be creating any
No, not we. I mean, I think generally, like the video editor will be
yeah, the
generating.
owner of the application, actually the owner of that particular page, or the owner is responsible for providing all this content. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever there is application, so whenever there is a web page that you are going to test, if it has a video or audio only content, basically you will be looking for the alternate face. Okay, so if I am so you will be acting as a blind user, you will be acting as a deaf user. Okay, so whether if I am a deaf user, whether I can able to understand the same information, so any alternate way is provided or not, so something like that you will be checking for that. Okay, if it is provided, well and good. If it is not provided, you will be logging a bug under that. Okay, you will be suggesting to the product owners or the developers, like, hey guys, there is a video here but there are no audio descriptions provided, so obviously the users can't able to understand the content if you are not providing the audio description. Okay, and more importantly, this audio description, captions, and transcripts are not important for all type of content. There are difference in the content, so based on the content we need these things. Okay, so if you observe here, so this particular guideline talks about audio only and video only content. If there is a audio only and video only content, so what is required? So they're pretty much they're saying very straightforward. So for this time based media, any equivalent information for pre-recorded audio content should be provided. Anything you provide, transcript, you provide audio description, that is fine. So something like that. But there are some guidelines which will specifically ask for only audio content or audio description. There are specific guidelines which will ask only for the captions, that too based on the content. Okay, so that we will be seeing it in the next few slides. So any questions here, like what is audio content, so sorry, what is transcript, what is uh, uh, audio description or captions? You guys has any questions, or you guys understand the difference between these three?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So what they are asking, so for any pre-recorded audio only content, any alternative. So what are the alternatives for the audio only content? So if you are providing transcript, that is well and good. So transcript also can be read manually. Okay, so if there is only audio content, if the person can't able to hear, he can able to read that content. Okay, so what is the other alternative? If you are providing any video content, video only file as an alternative for the audio, that is also fine. So whatever the audio that you have presented here, so if you are providing some kind of video for the same audio content, that is also fine. Okay, so the similarly for the pre-recorded video, if there is a pre-recorded video only content, so Charlie Chaplin videos or something like that, so we take an example. So audio wise, it is not communicating any information to the user. Pretty much you are getting only the music or some kind of thing you are getting. Okay, in those situations, what are the alternatives? Here also transcript can be provided. So you may be getting the question, if I can't able to see, obviously I can't able to read, but there are screen readers which will help you to understand the content and read the content which is in the textual format. So the blind users will be using, if they can't able to see the video, but still if you are providing a transcript which is in the textual format, they can able to navigate using the screen reader, and they can able to they can able to understand the content, because screen reader will be announcing that content to the user. Okay, so for pre-recorded video also, transcripts can be used as an alternative. And similarly audio content, so the whatever the video that is there, if you are providing some audio file as an alternative for the video only content, that is also perfectly fine. Okay, so what is required for video only content? There are two types of alternatives. You can provide you can provide a transcript, you can provide video content, something like that, or you can provide captions for the audio only file. But unfortunately, we can't able to provide captions here. We know because this is audio only content. Okay, so the captions cannot be embedded in that media. So only timed transcripts or transcripts can be provided for an audio only content. Similarly, for video only content, so you can provide a transcript again here. Timed transcript or a transcript is perfectly fine, and you can also provide audio description, or you can also provide audio only content as an alternative. Okay, so there are exceptions when the audio or video is a media alternative for text and is clearly labeled as such. So in some cases, what they will do, so they will be pretty much giving the entire content in the textual format, and in the end, they will be attaching some video file, or they will be attaching some audio file as an alternative for the text. So the person who can't able to read that content, they will go through that media file. So if it is an alternative for the entire text that is written over there, so there is an exception here. Okay, any questions here, team?
Yeah, I have a question. What is that exception? I am not getting. See,
Sorry?
when the audio, that exception, can you explain?
Yeah. So if the content is written over, see, for example, if you will be seeing the news articles, pretty much everything will be written over there as a textual format. Okay, the entire news will be written over there as a textual format, but at the end they will be providing some audio file or a video file. If you just activate it, so pretty much whatever the content they have written over there, it will be reading the same content. So why they will be attaching such kind of content if the person can't able to read the content in the same language? See, for example, I know I can able to understand Telugu, but I can't able to read it. I can able to understand Tamil, but I can't able to read it. So for that, they will be providing an alternate way as a audio file. Okay, so if I can't able to read it, I can able to hear it and I can able to understand the content. So in such kind of situations, that is an exception. So if the pretty much whatever the information that is provided in an audio file or a video file, it is provided in a textual format, and this audio file or video file is labeled as it is an alternative for the text, in those situations there is an exception. This guideline is not applicable. Did I clarify your question?
Yeah, you have clarified. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So how you will be testing this? Pretty much like you will not be using any tools here. You will be just launching the URL on a browser, and you will be checking audio only content or video content available in the page, and you will be validating if any alternate ways are provided for that content or not. Pretty much simple. Okay. Moving to the next slide. So these are a couple of examples. So there is a audio file that is available here, and no transcript is provided. So that is a bad example. So it should not be like this. So there is another video, then another audio file that is available here, but there is a transcript provided here. So this is a good example. So it should be like this. Okay, if it is like this, you will be logging the bug, and if it is like this, you will be passing the guideline. Similarly, whenever you see a video file, if the content is written over here, if you see there is a textual format that is written over here, and there is a video that is playing in parallel to it. This is a good example. Okay, so if you want to understand more about this guideline, again, I have a link here. Okay, any questions here, team? Okay, moving to the next guideline, captions pre-recorded. Okay, so here we are talking about the synchronized media. Okay, so synchronized media means the media which has both audio content and video content. Okay, so here we have discussed about, in this particular guideline, we discussed about only audio only content and video only content. But here we are in this particular guideline, we are talking about synchronized media. Synchronized media means a typical YouTube video. You can take it as an example. Okay, so for any synchronized media, captions are provided for all pre-recorded audio content in synchronized media. So whatever the pre-recorded audio content that is there, so this guideline is specifically for the audio available in the synchronized media. Okay, pre-recorded audio available in the synchronized media. Okay, so whatever the audio that is pre-recorded in the synchronized media, for that they need to provide the captions. So simple, you will be opening that media. So if the captions are provided, you will be passing that. If the captions are not provided, you will be failing that. In some cases, you will be having a button, captions button. So even though you turn on that button, if the captions are not provided, you will be failing that. So this is not only the thing that we will be validating, you will be also validating pretty much whatever the things that is going on screen, the same thing is provided in the captions or not. For example, there is a dialogue, so the timing is not correct. So for whatever the dialogue that they are delivering now, so the captions are provided for the future dialogue, or the it is already over dialogue. So that is not accepted here. It should be in sync. The captions should be in sync with the dialogues. So whatever it is currently going on screen, the same information has to be provided, and there should not be any mismatch in the dialogue. So if the dialogue is something, and if it is in the captions, it is written over something, then that is also not accepted as per this guideline. Okay, you will be failing this guideline, and you will be logging a bug under this guideline. So if you see this, there is a bad example and good example again here. So there is a video that is playing here without a sound and a caption. So that is a bad example. And whatever the video that is playing, you have the captions for that video. So that is a good example. Okay. Any questions here, team? Okay, considering it as no, moving to the next guideline. So here we have the audio description or media alternative. Yeah. So as per this guideline, an alternative for the time-based media or audio description of the pre-recorded video content is provided for synchronized media. Again, it is talking about synchronized media, and also again it is talking about the pre-recorded video content. So in this particular guideline, they are talking about pre-recorded audio content in the synchronized media. Here they are talking about the audio pre-recorded video content in the synchronized media. So whatever the video that is playing, for that video content, you need to provide a audio description, or an alternative for the time-based media should be provided, which means a timer transcript. So basically what they mean is like a timer transcript. Either they need to provide a timer transcript, or they need to provide a audio description for a pre-recorded video content. So whatever the video content that is playing on, for that they need to provide an audio description, so that the user can able to understand what is going on the screen. Okay. So here also the same exception when the media is an alternative for the text and is clearly labeled as such. So the same exception here also. If the whatever the media file that they are provided, it is an alternative for the text, and they have clearly labeled as that is an alternative for the text, then there is an exception here. Okay, here also pretty much we'll be logging the launching the URL in browser. We'll be checking for the synchronized media, and you will be validating if any audio description or proper alternative is provided for the time-based media or not. Any questions here, team?
Yeah, that word synchronized media seems to be a little confusing. So that's basically referring to a video, right?
Video which has both audio, see the information where it is communicating using video also, and also a audio also. For example, if you are seeing a movie, so some information is communicated using the video, some part of information will be communicating using audio. If you cut down completely audio, you can't able to understand the video. If you cut down completely the video, you can't able to understand the obviously you can't able to understand the content that is available there, correct? So both audio and video will be playing parallelly and adding meaningfulness for that video, for that content. So you'll be getting the information through audio also and video also. That is known as synchronized media.
Okay. Generally, like all the movies, we
all the
see or
movies, YouTube
video.
videos that we are seeing, which
Right,
is, yeah. So basically everything will fall under that category. So wherever there is a synchronized media which has both audio, so this guideline is completely different, right? So here they are talking about only audio content or only video content. Okay, so only in that situation this guideline is applicable. Okay, if you have a synchronized media, this guideline will be not applicable, and these guidelines will be applicable, and you will be marking as pass or fail as per their behavior. Okay, if they are providing the alternatives, you will be marking as pass. If they are not providing the alternatives, you will be failing that particular guideline.
Right, thank you.
Yep. Any confusion here, team? So any questions?
Can you explain that pass or fail scenario? I do not understand that completely.
Yes. So, for example, there is a synchronized media. Okay. So we are not talking about audio only or video content. Okay. So there is a synchronized media. In that situation, this 1-to-1 guideline is not applicable. Okay. And only 1-to-2 and 1-to-3 will be applicable. Okay. If the synchronized media has the captions, okay, then you will be passing this guideline is passing. And not only that thing, the captions should be in sync with the video, or whatever the dialogue that they're delivering. So obviously the captions are then alternative for the audio content. Okay, so you need to understand, like, so captions, what is the necessity of captions? So captions, the person who can't able to hear, he will be reading the captions and he will be understanding the content. Okay, so this audio content and this caption should be in sync, and it should be equivalent. Okay, so it should be the same information. The information should not change from audio content to captions. If they say hey, here also it should be hey, something like that. Okay, and for these captions are provided for the audio content and they are in sync and everything is perfectly working fine, then you are going to pass this guideline. Okay, so if you find any issue here, obviously if you are logging any bug under this guideline, you will be failing this particular guideline. Okay, similarly, if you take 1.2.3, if any audio description or media alternative is provided for a video content, so who needs a video content? The person who can't able to see, they will be hearing it and they will be understanding using audio description. Or if you are providing a time-based media, like I mean, if you are providing a timer transcript, then also the user can able to go through that timer transcript and they can able to understand the content. Okay, because the screen reader will be announcing that information for them, and they will be understanding the video content, what is going on the screen or what is there on the video content, pretty much. If that alternatives are provided and they are in sync and the information is equivalent, then you will be going to pass this guideline, or else you will be logging a bug under such scenarios. So whatever it is matching, okay, not matching. For example, audio description is not at all provided or a media alternative is not provided. So you'll be logging a bug under that. So this synchronized media doesn't have audio description. The synchronized media doesn't have time-based media, like alternative for the time-based media. Okay, so the audio descriptions are not in sync with the pre-recorded audio, or else you will be logging another bug here, like the content that is provided in the video is not equivalent in audio description. So something like that. So if you find any issue here, you will be failing this guideline and you will be logging a bug under that. So okay, I think you got little bit confused here, why you will be passing or why you will be failing, correct? So that so that thing will come in the end. Okay, whenever you are filing a ACR. Okay, so whenever you are doing a testing, you just does not test the web page and you will not just understand whether it is as per the guidelines or not. You will be also preparing one report. We call it as ACR, accessibility conformance report. There you will be marking whether this guideline is applicable to this website, not applicable to this website. If it is applicable, whether it is passing or whether it is failing. If it is failing, then what is the relevant bug for that guideline? So we will be having a lot of things here that will be coming in the future slides or future sessions. Okay. Any questions here, team? So I think we already crossed 10. I think we can wrap up and we can continue tomorrow. So any questions, please feel free to paste it in the chat. I think I can able to answer that tomorrow first. Then we can continue the session.
Yeah, Shankar, a quick question. It's not a good question, but some of these notes, do you have it like in a Word document or something that you
Which
can give?
notes?
The ones that you're showing in the PowerPoint,
Yeah. So these I prepared it myself for the presentation purpose. That's all. Like, so I just kept whatever it is required. So that's the reason I'm providing the link
Right.
for all the guidelines. Okay. So pretty much we can check it in this guideline. Everything will be available in detail actually.
Okay, but you're not providing any like notes. Not. I know we are getting the video,
Yeah.
the recorded video, but in text format, is there anything you'll
So
be
text
providing?
format, I will be providing the links only because this is the best one to see. If I am providing some 100 lines of notes, that is not even sufficient, or it will be covered everything. Okay. So only this thing, whatever we have in this particular website or particular page, only can cover 100% topic. That's the reason I'm giving the links for that particular guideline. Okay, so if you observe, like if you just open this guideline, there is a lot of content, the lot of uh, notes that is available here. So it is not possible for us to provide this entire information in the single slider or notes, right? So that's the reason I'm
Right.
providing the links here. Yeah. Did I answer to your question?
Yeah. No, I was looking at your PowerPoint. Obviously that's your personal PowerPoint. You won't be sharing that, but from your PowerPoint, right? This presentation, like, is any notes? I was wondering if you have any notes that you can
That is
share.
not a problem. I think I can able to share this PowerPoint at the end of the session. Like I mean, end of
Yeah.
end of our course. Actually, that is not at all a
Okay.
problem. Yeah, at the end of the
Okay.
course, I can able to share this.
Yeah. Could
Okay.
you
Thank you.
share that YouTube links you show, like, for example, on screen, like compliant examples, those links only?
Okay, you want to see these links?
Yeah, could you share in the chat and we
Yeah,
can
sure. I'm so sorry.
download? Yeah. Thank you.
Let me stop sharing and also let me stop the recording.